Thank you for joining me once again in the shop. This episode is not going to be a standard Let's Make a Knife episode. I'm going to do a little overview of my homemade extra cheap press. So it's nothing special. I MIG welded the whole thing together, including the dies, in about 4 hours. And I have this part's the wedge that would split your wood, but in this design it's a scale catcher. That doesn't really need to be here, you can cut that off. But that's a good place to weld your supports to that hold the log splitter in place. That's what this is. It is a log splitter from eBay. I got it on sale for $199.99. It's a 7-ton. And really it's these minimal things you have to do to convert it. This and the log splitter holds onto a piece, two long rods on each side that go down and they hold a bottom piece that would pull the wood into this wedge that would split it. But I took that off and I just welded a simple, essentially it's a guard that keeps the ram from going in or out, and it is totally made of scrap. I did put supports here, L-shaped supports over. Everything's MIG welded together. I've been running it for about 18 months. Runs on 120. And just a little 1 horsepower motor down there. And I decided to do it because I got an order for making a couple Damascus knives, and I did not want to do it all by hand, because when I first started doing Damascus and pattern welding and forge welding, I did it all by hand. But this would be so much that I was afraid that I'd really make my shoulder super sore. So I wanted to kind of make a quick solution to a problem that actually ended up working so well that I've just been saving up to buy supplies to build a 50-ton press, anywhere from 40 to 50. So there will be a more professional press in my shop in the next 2 or 3 months. But this has been going for over a year, and I mean it just works a lot better than you'd think for being just a 7-ton. And part of that really is because these dies are very aggressive. This is a spreading die. I have a set of flattening dies that I can flatten stuff with too, but these are just for spreading material out. And I've successfully made billets that are up to 2 inches thick on here. This is one billet I'm working on now. I'm squaring it up so that I can make some crushed W's, which will be really cool. So yeah, super simple to make. The reservoir is contained inside of the body. I have it welded back here too. And it essentially just sits on the bottom of the frame. I even use the original controls to power it. Because on these, what you have to do is you have to hold the on button and then engage a lever. And the lever allows the hydraulic fluid to move into the ram and push the ram up. Now, the ram will not detract until you let go of the power button. So, on this one, I just pretty much stuck the power button under here. It's right here. That runs the motor. And then this, right here, I extended the lever that works the hydraulics so that when you push them together, your ram moves. And that's all I'll operate. I operate that with my foot. And you can get really a lot of control for it being, I have under $300 in building this thing. But it's still powerful enough that I can make things like this. Nice big Damascus kukri. I haven't totally finished this one. There's another etch cycle to bring everything a little bit darker. But with that press, I make a fair amount of just your standard high carbon Damascus. I also make a lot harder to produce materials, like pattern welded titanium. There's a bolster for a pocket knife I'm working on. This one actually. And it has a blade that is stainless Damascus over a CPM 3V core. This is some tough to forge stuff. And I'm not going to say that this press is fast or super efficient. That it is not. But it gets the job done, and it does it better than I actually thought it would. I thought that maybe it'd be a solution for a month, maybe two. And it ended up being an integral tool of the shop. And it has let me save up to build a real one. A nice 50-tonner with some really nice dies. It's going to let me do some really intricate patterns, because on this press I am limited in what patterns I can do. I can't really do a lot of mosaic. It's not precise enough. I have a lot of control, so I can force things out well, but there's just it's not enough precision, especially in the dies and how I have that set up. And really there's not enough power to do much else besides draw stuff out. So, in order to do really complicated patterns, I have to be able to use more flat dies and flattening dies and squaring up dies and things that just really are not practical on this press. And so if you want to watch this press actually operate while it smashes some hot steel, then please just go ahead and watch another one of my videos. Any of the dagger build or the Crew Forge V-Core camp knife build. The first two episodes, the first episodes of each of those series, I use this quite a bit. You're going to see me smash quite a lot of steel. So, I'm not going to heat up the forge for this video, because I have a couple other things I have to do right now, but if you're curious as to what it looks like while it's actually forging steel, then just go ahead and watch another video, and if you enjoy it, please like and subscribe. That would be amazing. So I hope that cleared a couple things up for you guys. I've gotten many questions on how my press works, how I built it, why I built it, and just wanted to do a general overview for everyone. I also built both of my large horsepower belt grinders. I actually have three 2x72s. I have one that I bought, which was originally a 2x48, and then I converted it to a 2x72 after I built my first one, and then I made a dedicated horizontal grinder for making things flat and doing handles, and this has been really beneficial. But yeah, if you have any other questions on exactly how I do certain things, go ahead and leave me a comment. I will make a video for anyone who has any real serious questions into how I do some of the weird things that I do. And I want to let you guys know just to keep an eye out for more videos. Hoping to be making a whole build series on the press sometime in probably February. I'm also planning on doing a whole build series for a tire hammer. So I'm going to be making a 65 to 75 pound tire hammer and a professional looking press, one that actually works really well. So lots of tool builds early next year. It's going to be awesome. I'll be making fun stuff all the way in between. We're not just going to be just building ugly looking tools. We'll be building some really beautiful knives and jewelry and other projects. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Many more are on the way. I'm going to try to do them a little more regularly now that I have my folding knife troubles all solved. So now that I've gotten past the more difficult parts of folding knife build that I'm on, there will be a lot more videos. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Watch me make a lot of other cool stuff. I'll catch you next time on Let's Make a Knife. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.